down England, men and women are lacing up their boots to embrace the adventure that is grassroots rugby. In this series, we're going around the country to find out what lies at the heart of these sides and the communities they create. This is Club. In this first episode, we're in the heart of London, getting to know the team at the Honourable Artillery Company. There are 2 days to go until the Honourable Artillery Company take on London rivals Belsize Park, and we're here in Hampstead to meet their number 8, Dallas, who is busy at his day job.
Dallas, thank you for welcoming me to your workplace. What is it that you actually do?
So I'm a ground worker in the UK, but back at home I'm a drain layer by trade.
Okay, and is there anything I can do today to help you out?
Oh, it'd be great. We've got some digging to do.
Well, I'm ready, so let's get stuck in.
Awesome, sweet as.
How long have you been in the UK for?
I think I've been here 2.5 months.
Oh, that's really recent.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So you found a rugby club pretty quickly then?
Yep.
Do you feel like you're part of the community there?
Yeah, I love it. The guys are great. They always help me out, and anything I needed, they tried to do their best to help me and see what they could do to keep me going and keep me engaged. So it was quite nice, really, just feeling like, you know, that club feeling, the family feeling down there as soon as I walked in. So kind of makes you want to stick around.
Yeah?
I'm only allowed here 2 years with a visa, so
Okay.
yeah, I wish it was a little bit longer, especially after meeting good people
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Well, you've been here 2 months.
Yep.
You found a job and a rugby club.
Yep.
And you're feeling like part of a community already.
Yep.
That's a big win.
I know, I'm loving it, yeah.
Coming from Christchurch to London, from what I'm aware of, it's quite a different kind of setup and culture.
Yeah.
What is it that you found the most different, but like the most exciting?
Probably getting a train to work every day. It's a bit funny. I mean,
Yeah.
you walk down there, it's a bit of a fight to get on.
Getting a train to work.
Yeah, we don't really train in New Zealand. Trains only really carry around coal and fuel and...
Well, I wish they'd carry around this mud. New Zealand is known for its rugby. How is it different to the UK? I've only ever played in the UK, so I can only ever relate to that. What's it like in New Zealand?
I mean, rugby in New Zealand's quite a lot faster. A lot of guys are a lot bigger and a lot more physical, but having 18 players and having 22 players a week, it's quite a notable difference as well.
Expecting a quick, fast, powerful game from you this weekend.
No, you won't. No, I'm not like most New Zealanders. I just do as much as I can.
Backtracking. Look at that.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, sorry.
Look at that. We'll be done in no time.
So, thanks for the cuppa.
That's all good.
Quite clearly, a very physical, demanding job, so you don't need the gym.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's what I tell myself anyway.
It's okay, I'll go tell the coaches that I've worked hard today,
Yeah,
you know.
sweet. That'd be good.
But I look forward to seeing you on Saturday, and all the best.
Thanks for coming down. Thanks
No.
for helping out.
No worries.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
With 1 day until the big match, we've travelled from North London to South to meet scrum half Dan Moriyama, whose creativity isn't confined to his rugby. Wow, that was literally so good, and you made it look effortless. I mean, I literally couldn't even imagine being that skilled. What is it, Dan, that you do for a living?
I'm a musician, mainly a pianist. I play various keyboards and bass guitar, sing a bit, and write and arrange as well. But the bulk of my work is playing piano.
Well, clearly, brilliant. Is there anything that I can do today to get stuck in and experience your industry a little bit?
Well, I have a studio in the back garden. Shall we go there and see what we can do?
Yeah, for sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better throw a party on the day that I die. Woo! That was good. I mean, your playing was great. My singing, not so much.
That sounded good to me.
So we met Dallas yesterday, and he is fresh to the Honourable Artillery Company. And as I understand it, you are quite the opposite. Talk to me about how long you've been at the club.
This is my 29th season at the club. I joined in 1995 when I was at the start of my second year as a student at the Guildhall School of Music, which is just over the road from the HAC ground. But we didn't know about the HAC ground because it's all kind of hidden behind the office buildings.
29 years is quite some time. What keeps you coming back season after season?
Well, I'm slightly crazy and I absolutely love rugby. And I'm actually getting technical skills coaching now, which I never had. Most of the other lads got it probably at school. And so I feel like I'm still learning and developing as a player, which sounds a bit weird because obviously I'm quite old and I'm a bit slower than I was
Not at all.
in my 20s. But I love the sport, I love the camaraderie of it, but I also actually love playing matches and the dynamics of the sport itself. And I still get so much enjoyment from playing the game and then, you know, the hanging out with the guys, basically.
You play at Armoury House. Talk to us a little bit about that ground because it's pretty unique.
It is totally unique. And my understanding is it's the second most valuable rugby pitch in the world after the ground in Dubai where they play the Sevens.
Wow.
And it's kind of hidden behind office buildings. It is a very unique place to play. Unless you're working in one of the office buildings that overlooks it, you might not know it was there.
This afternoon I am off to meet Larry. What is Larry like?
Larry is an absolute legend.
He'll like you for that.
He's the kind of guy that you would hate to play against and you'd be very glad he's on your team. So yeah, he's a huge asset to the club and he's been first team captain and did a great job of that and he's come back and just playing now. Yeah, huge asset to the club.
Larry, talk to me a little bit about where we are and what you do for work.
Of course, so we're Finsbury Circus, we're kind of right in the heart of the old City Mile. I work just the other side, nearer to Liverpool Street, and I work for a fintech, kind of doing M&A projects, etc. It's all actually very boring, but sounds cool when you say it. So, yeah.
You say that might be boring, but rugby certainly isn't. How far away are the grounds from here?
So the grounds are honestly a 2-3 minute walk away on the main road, Moorgate, as you walk up to Old Street. So very close to where most of the lads work or have probably got their jobs.
Okay, so the location of the ground and that kind of thing is really important for the boys.
It is, I think, so most of the time during pre-season we'll have 2 or 3 sessions at the actual club. Honestly, you roll out work and can walk it and get out there. So that's how we normally hook them in and then keep them for years if we're lucky.
Nice. And I've met a number of your teammates already and they're not from London, but as I understand it, that's different for you.
Yeah, I probably think I grew up closest to the ground. So I grew up in Hackney, which is not too far away. I think we're going to take a walk down there. And then I went to school down the road here in between Bank and St. Paul's. So again, I kind of grew up in this area, walked past it probably every day from the age of 11 to 18 and really didn't know what it was until I joined the club.
Oh man, really local then?
Yeah, very much so.
Well, let's go and explore Hackney.
Let's do that.
What was it like growing up in your neighbourhood?
So Hackney 10, 20 years ago was a lot different to what it is now, probably a little bit more dangerous. Not necessarily allowed to roam as much. Kind of grew up in these tenement style flats where kind of kids who grow up in the block all mess around together, play together in the summers, etc. So it was not a bad upbringing.
So it's almost like a community in itself?
Yeah, 100%.
What sports did you do growing up? Because as I understand it, it wasn't rugby to begin with.
It wasn't. So growing up in Hackney, like rugby is not a sport which is prevalent in Hackney, given kind of the background of most people who live in Hackney. So there's no rugby at all, played football all my life. And then rugby I only picked up at uni, actually.
Okay, so how long have you been playing rugby for then?
Been playing for about 15 years, played for HAC for 9 of those.
Yeah, so what makes HAC so special to you? Is it that community and the lads?
Yeah, I think it's the kind of community, clearly everyone who plays enjoys rugby, right? But it's not just the rugby, you know, that's not what makes you play for 7, 8, 9 years, you know, for the lads. It's the boys you play with become very, very good friends. And it's that community that keeps people in the club. Get lads who come in from New Zealand or Australia, they're only here for 2-3 years. Those 2-3 years, they're part of the family. And then, you know, they might move somewhere else, but HAC will always be a part of their lives.
So, big game tomorrow against Belsize Park.
Indeed.
Big rivalry. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I guess there are claims as to who is the most central London club, and this is part of the reason the rivalry exists. The other thing, I guess, is we've kind of climbed the leagues together very much, you know, often been in each other's leagues, and therefore kind of, you know, the lads pretty well. Often there might be lads who went to uni together, who, for whatever reason, some have gone to Belsize, some will come here. So yeah, there's that kind of knowing familiarity, which is what stokes the rivalry.
Game day is here, and we've come to meet the club captain, Joe, as he makes sure the lads are fueled and raring to go.
Joe, thank you for having us round to your house this morning.
Very welcome.
You're ready to cook up a storm. What are you going to be making this morning?
We have got scrambled eggs on toast on the menu. You'll note we've got some creme fraiche here, which is actually my secret ingredient, but normally raises a few eyebrows. You'll see how they come out, hopefully in a couple of minutes.
The perfect game day breakfast. And who's on the way?
So we've got Tom and Luke, two players in the first team. Both been around the club for quite a few years as well, so two very good mates of mine by now.
And what positions are they playing today?
Luke is on the wing and Tom is in the centre. So we're breaching that forward-back divide by having them around today. Yeah.
Inclusive.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, one club.
Well, let's get cooking. 10 out of 10 so far on the breakfast. But talk to me about the club. What's the ethos behind HJC?
I like to think of us as probably the most friendly and welcoming club in London. So we only train once a week. Got two competitive teams, but teams that, frankly, each week can interchange. And boys generally come and play and have fun, rather than some teams, not going to name any names, but whereby...
well done.
Yeah, whereby it's sort of there's a requirement to be there 2 times a week. You're kind of competing with the man next to you, rather than here, like you're playing with your genuine mates week in, week out. And actually, I think fosters the kind of culture of the club that I'd want to be part of, and it's probably why we've all been here for a good few years.
Big game today, Derby against Belsize Park, your local rivalry.
Yeah.
Do you get nervous on a game day, but more so for today's big game?
I think I do, definitely, the morning before I get a few of the jitters. This week as well, I've been sort of overthinking it and being a bit nervous, but when it comes to running out in that field, they sort of all just sort of go away. You two are probably a bit more
When I was younger,
strong-headed.
100%, like a little bit nervous, but I think, yeah, as you say, you're playing with your mates now, so you're just here for the enjoyment, so you don't get too nervous anymore.
You're right, it's a big day. Local derby, quite a lot riding on it. They're second in the league, we're third. If we win this, we overtake them. And we're the only unbeaten team in the league at the moment. So we've got a record to uphold.
Well, today's going to be on camera, so no pressure, boys. You've got to win.
Yeah, that is on my mind.
Yeah, I might change my answer.
So after we finish breakfast,
Yeah.
how are we getting to the game today?
Well, we've got to wash up first.
Yep.
Because my housemate would be annoyed if I didn't do that.
Not a problem.
And then, we'll jump on the tube. The station's only about a 5-minute walk away. And then Northern Line straight up to Moorgate, which is where the ground is.
So, Charles, thank you for having us here. Quite some ground. What is the link with the military and the HJC?
Well, the Honourable Artillery Company is the oldest fighting force in the world, and it is very important that sport is a part of the military concept for team building and morale. And gradually, as the years have gone by, our sports teams, that's cricket, football and rugby, have initially been made up of all military and gradually become more open clubs and more civilians in it.
And it means a lot from speaking to the boys to play at this ground. How often are they able to be here to play and make use of this brilliant facility?
Well, we try to have a rugby team and a football team playing here every Saturday. You can walk past it 100 times and not realise what is beyond these amazing buildings. This place needs people to give it life. And sport is an excellent thing to do that. It is a great venue and it's a great place to bring the family and show it off.
Oh! Ready up! Yeah, boys!
Boys, it's there to be enjoyed, right? Do not get in your head. We're not going to be perfect. I can promise you that now. Doesn't matter. Every single one of you has the skills. Grant has taught us. We know about the game. Simple stuff, hard work. We will be fine. Enjoy it. Yeah, not quick to negativity. 1, 2, 3, swing!
All right, JC.
It wasn't meant to be in terms of the result, but at no point did anybody, drop their head.
I thought we played well. Our defence was quite good, and at the end of the day, I think some of our attack we just let slip.
Yeah, you could see that you're a community off the field as much as you are on, but today you definitely came together. You were properly a community on that.
Yeah, that for me is one of the best things about the club, is we're all genuine mates. We'll get in the change rooms afterwards and the bar after, and we'll be like having a good night out together. That's a good thing about wanting to be here, and rather than being paid or other motivations, like we're here with our mates, and that for me will always be the case with this club.